Hey guys, I'm Aldamon86 and welcome back to another episode of the Flores Watch, the series that we have on this channel where we talk about everything Marcelo Flores and his Arsenal career and his Mexico career as well. So, forgiveness for not making the video. Nothing really much has happened with Marcelo Flores this season. He's barely been getting minutes for Real Oviedo over there in the Spanish second division. I think he just played 56-ish minutes for their game. I think they lost in the league, but he's starting to play more, which is good. But the main purpose of this video is that it's announced. It's not confirmed by the club yet, I don't think, but it's been announced that he has renewed his contract with Arsenal for another 2 years. Obviously, his contract was running up. Like, there was a bit of murkiness beyond his contract because um, he signed his professional deal, I think, in 2020, and I'm pretty sure that was a 3-year deal plus an extra two, which would have kept him going at Arsenal for till 2025. My maths is terrible. And there's questions about whether, because his contract technically was running up this summer, um, and there was questions about whether Arsenal were going to extend his contract or not. They did with Patino, I think. I'm pretty sure they did with Patino. I think they're doing it with Balogun as well. Um, they normally do with Arsenal. They normally renew a contract, send you out on loan. Um, and this is what they've done. They've apparently gone to Fernando Ceballos. So I'm pretty sure he's a Spanish journalist. Um, I'll tell you exactly what he said. I've got the quote right here. So what we can tell you is that he has renewed for 2 more years with Arsenal. They have extended his contract, and the priority for Marcelo Flores will be to stay in Spain for another year. So that's another year beyond this year, which is fair enough. There's been a whole load of talk with Marcelo, obviously, the last few months because he's not been playing well. Well, not saying playing, he's not been playing for Real Oviedo. And you think, well, I mean, not, I mean, he moved there and then their manager got sacked like a month in. So that always is a detrimental effect on players that have been brought in by that previous manager. The new manager obviously doesn't really fancy him at all. Although he's been playing him more and more slowly over the last couple of weeks. Um, so there was a question of, is Arsenal happy with him? Because I think he likes Real Oviedo. I think he likes being there. He likes the club. Um, but there was a question about whether he wanted to stay because he's not playing. There's a question about whether Arsenal were just going to bring, because they withdrew Miguel Aziz from his loan spell because he wasn't being played, and they brought him back and then they sent him out to another team who I think is still not playing it, but whatever. So there was a question about whether he's going to stay, or whether he's going to come back to Arsenal and stay with Arsenal, or whether he's going to go to another club. So I mean, for me, if Arsenal have extended his contract for 2 years, 2 more years, which keeps him until summer 2025, and for me, that tells me that they still rate him and they still want to keep him. He's an full international now. He's not been called up to the Mexico squad, which is in another video, so check that out when it comes out. But he's a full international now. He's blatantly and obviously talented, and he's going to have a really big career. So I think Arsenal are a bit hesitant to let him go. So the question is, okay, well, he's obviously wants to stay in Spain, and I'm pretty sure Arsenal probably would be happy with him staying in Spain. But I don't think it's going to be with Oviedo. Looks like Oviedo is in a bit of a relegation scrap as well, which doesn't help. You're not going to want to play a teenager in the games where you absolutely feel like you need to win. Even though Marcelo's good enough to win your games, you would just give him a bloody chance. I mean, it's good news, I think, for me, because obviously it keeps him at the club, it keeps the opportunity and the hope that he's going to play for Arsenal regularly alive. You have to admit, like, Emil Smith Rowe I think he had 2 loan spells, 2 seasons out on loan. In the first season, I think it was a bad season, and the second season he went to Huddersfield and absolutely blew everything all away. So bad loans don't necessarily mean, oh, well, he's gonna go now, we're gonna get rid of him. Like, no. If a club like Arsenal feel like a player has got enough talent, then a bad loan's not going to turn them off the player. So I think that he'll move up. I think Arsenal will try to get him into La Liga, maybe a smaller La Liga club, Getafe or something like that, and hopefully he'll get minutes with them. The good news is his injury record's been pretty decent. He did get injured in Oviedo, but he was only out for a couple of weeks, I think. But apart from basically because he's not been playing, he hasn't been injured. So hopefully his health and fitness is good moving forward. Yeah, so overall, I'm quite happy with it, to be honest with you. I mean, there was a chance that he could have been sold, or he could have ended his contract with Arsenal this season and then gone to Oviedo for free, which I'm sure he probably thought about. Um, like, at the moment, does he get into this Arsenal first team? No. Not with all our attacking options. Um, especially if everyone's fit. Everyone's not fit at the moment, but I think if everyone's fit, he does not get in it. But having said that, Balogun's flying at the moment, and there's still question marks about whether he gets into this team as well. So some people prefer Balogun to Nketiah, but no disrespect, I think doing it in the French league is brilliant, like great. His numbers are fucking amazing. Excuse my French, but it is. But does he do that as well in the Premier League is a massive question for me. So there's it's up in the air for a few of our players. Bettino as well is flying for Blackpool. Balogun's flying obviously in the French league. Compared to them, Marcelo's had a really horrific season. We have to say there's no denying it, and I don't think he stays at Oviedo. He probably would like to stay at Oviedo, but I don't think he will. I think Arsenal will bring him back. He'll train and be with the Arsenal squad over the summer, and then go hopefully to a La Liga team that are going to play him. It'll be absolutely amazing to see him ball out in La Liga next season and do really well, like Vela did. That's exactly what happened with Vela. Vela obviously ended up staying there, but that was more down to, I think, Vela's attitude more than Arsenal saying, "Oh, you're not good enough anymore. Bye bye." Arsenal wanted to keep Vela. It's just Vela wasn't willing to work enough to stay at the league club, and he felt comfortable. Vela always likes to play where he feels happy and comfortable, and not pushed. So yeah, so I think Marcelo does. I think Marcelo flourishes on improving and working hard. You can't be a modern day footballer now, I think, and not work hard, especially at the top level. So yeah, 2 seasons, 2 more years, which is good. Hopefully he gets a better loan deal next year, because he's blatantly going to go out on loan. I don't think he's going to stay at the club, and if he'd done well at Oviedo, maybe he would stay at the club and just be a squad player. But like Emil Smith Rowe and Saka was at the start of their Arsenal careers, I think he's going to go out on loan again. And yeah, like I say, Spain's pretty much a decent place to loan players out. And it's a language obviously already. So yeah, just hopefully he gets a better loan deal and then has a really good season next year. And then with a year left of his contract, maybe it will force Arsenal to bring him in because he'll have a lot of leverage this time next year because he'll have 1 year left of his contract, and he'll be able to start talking to other teams. So that will really force Arsenal whether they want to keep him long term or whether they're happy letting him go. So I think next year 2024 will be the next big thing for Flores. But as I said, I'm gonna try and do more videos on him as and when things start happening for him. Doesn't have a goal yet. I think he's got 1 assist. Tatiana went over there like a couple of weeks ago and has always got a goal, but she's been played, so that's what happens when you get played. You have the opportunity to score goals, and I think you will eventually. I think I think the Oviedo squad, the manager's slowly starting to realise, like, oh, I've got a good player here, I should use him. Anyway, I'm happy with the extension. Like, obviously, the longer he stays with Arsenal, the happier I'll be. Things need to change and things need to improve. for him to stay. So we'll have to wait and see. It's an interesting one anyway. It's an interesting one to talk about. And yeah, let me know what you think about it in the comments. Do you think he should stay at Arsenal? Do you think he should leave? Do you think he should stay at Oviedo? Do you think he should go to another club? And if so, what other clubs do you think would be perfect for him? So yeah, stay tuned, guys, and I'll be back as soon as there's anything else to talk about. So adios, guys. Take it easy.